Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring today's video.
Rocket Money is how we budget our bills and expenses every single month. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better.
I absolutely love using Rocket Money to cancel unwanted subscriptions. Once you connect your bank account, Rocket Money will then identify all of your subscriptions, which helps to see what subscriptions you do have and what you don't want.
Managing subscriptions is also my favorite thing about Rocket Money. It is so easy today to lose track of all of the subscriptions that come with all the different apps. And trust me, we were just as bad with it. After going through our whole Rocket Money account, the amount of money that we were spending on stuff that we don't even use anymore is insane.
Take control of your finances today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Mariah and Bill. It'll be on the screen right here to get started for free.
Once again, thank you Rocket Money for the past couple months saving us money.
And we hope you guys enjoy Rocket Money just as much as we do.
Do you regret getting a hair transplant? Was it worth it? Will you ever get another hair transplant again? These are just a few of the questions I'm gonna answer in this video today. What is good, Marble Squad, and welcome back to our channel. As you can see by today's title, I am officially doing a hair transplant update. I'm gonna call this a 2-year hair transplant update. I had a hair transplant done 2 years ago, and really quick, if you don't know what a hair transplant is, there's a couple different procedures, but at the end of the day, a hair transplant basically is for people that have a receding hairline, have no hair at all. Have you ever seen people with like the V hairline or receding hairline, like your grandpa or your dad, where it's going back halfway to your head? Well, 2 years ago, that was me. From the time that I was 21 to 22, my hair took a drastic change, and I don't know if y'all really followed us along or noticed it, because I hid it well and I didn't even know myself how bad it was until I went. And one day I looked at my forehead, because I used to always wear hats like periodically. Like, I'm just a big hat guy, and that had nothing to do with my hair. I hated like doing my hair in the morning, so I got used to wearing hats. Well, all of a sudden, I one day flipped my hair back, because I never do this. As you can see, I always wear my hair forward. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair is totally gone. And just so you know, before I continue this video, I'm very comfortable talking about my hair, my receding hairline. My grandpa has it, my dad has it, and it just runs in my family. I used to be super insecure about my forehead, like when I was younger, and definitely like I always had a big forehead, but that was like way before my hair was even receding. So I think it's crazy that like my dad didn't even get his receding until like his 30s, and I started in my 20s, like 21, like fresh out of college. Like, how does that even happen to a person? And I know everyone's hair is different, whether it's stress related, whether it's in your genes. It's just everyone has their own thing. So this picture right here is how my head looked at 21 years old, y'all. You can really see the dramatic of this situation. Like, I'm not even kidding. I had probably one of the worst receding hairlines that you can get before you're 22, 23. I know a lot of people deal with this, and if you are one this video is gonna help you out. Or if you just have a lot of questions, I've seen so many negative things and I've seen so many positive things when it comes to me and my hair over the past couple years, and that is also why I want to make this 2-year update. I asked all of our followers on Insta to give me questions that y'all wanna ask me in today's video, so I'm gonna be literally answering your questions and also addressing some of the mean comments that I've gotten, because there is a mean side to every good side, sadly, and a lot of people do want to just say mean things on the internet, and it's hard for me to like respond to all of them. So hopefully I can do that a couple in this video. One being, Mariah, why do you like Bill? He doesn't have any hair. 2 being, Bill, your hair procedure failed and your hair looks terrible. 3 being, Bill, if you got your hair procedure, why do you wear your hair forward? Are you insecure? Blah, blah, blah. I can go a long list. And honestly, it doesn't even affect me, because once you see the before and after of just one procedure that I did, everybody would literally shut their mouth. Like, everybody that has hated on it in the past, just people in general. I know people in general, if you're one of them, I'm so sorry, because I know a hairline or, people's hair is like one of the main features that people love to show throughout their body, whether it's changing the color of their hair, the style of their hair, or even getting a procedure like I did and changing the way that you literally look. So many celebrities have done it. So many people in general have done it. It's just one of those things that makes a person who they are, and you could fully customize it to your body. With that being said, let me quickly run you through the procedure and how it went and why I have a huge Frankenstein looking scar still to this day across the back of my head. So Mariah and I actually drove down to Fort Lauderdale to get this procedure done. I went in super early in the morning. It was around 8 a.m., like right after the sunrise, like around 7:30, 8 a.m. I got into there. She started by shaving my head. She shaved like the front part of my head, took a Sharpie and drew a line on my head in Sharpie to see where she wanted to put the hairline. And when I say she, I'm talking about my doctor, okay? So after we went into the surgery room, I know I filmed as much as I could, but I sat there in the surgery room and her and a team of 2 or 3 other people held my head straight. And I'm not gonna like cringe y'all out with the details, but let's just say they made an incision in the back of my head from here all the way around to here, and then another one right below it from here all the way around to here, and they took about a little strip, okay, of my skin out. After they sewed it all up, that is where the scar comes into place. So that's where the scar came. We did a procedure known as FUT in the hair transplant world, which is where they take the strip out, they take that strip, and they basically take all the little hair follicles out of it and they place them in the front of your head. It's literally that simple, and you grow like a human chia pet. If you don't know what a chia pet is, back in the day it was like one of these little animals that you water and the grass grows out of it. I'm basically a human chia pet now. But I guess I can answer one of y'all's questions saying, where do you get the hair from? You get it from your own body, and I was actually curious. I wonder if there's hair donors. Like, I wonder if people can pay someone to use their hair to use in their head so they don't have to have a scar in the back of the head. I actually was curious about that, if that's ever been done. Not that I would ever do that, but it was just a thought that ran through my head. But that is where the hair comes from. It's your own hair. There's 2 different procedures that you can do. You can do an FUT, which is the strip, or you can do an FUE, which is where they take out little dots of hair throughout your entire head and place it in the front, basically eliminating that big old scar. But then you have little dots all around, and if you shave your head, you can definitely see the little scar dots. I don't know, it's just whatever you prefer. While I'm on this subject, I'm gonna go into Matt Austin. You actually asked a question on my Instagram, which thank you so much. Why did you do the FUT compared to the FUE? And I honestly did the FUT because I thought it would make a better result and they would get a lot more hair out of a lot smaller area rather than having random dots throughout my head. I personally felt more comfortable because if you leave your hair, and I know you can see my scar, but a lot of people leave their hair around like a 2 or 3, the scar basically disappears after a week of not getting a haircut for me. So after I get buzzed up, you can definitely see it, obviously, but there are ways around that. And Matt, I wanted to let you know, if you are curious, the ways around that are you can get it actually tattooed. So you ever seen people get their hair tattooed on them? So it's not real hair, but it's tattoo dots to make it look like hair. Well, that's a huge thing. And if y'all didn't know that, anyone that shaves their head and it looks like there's a little stubble, you can actually get that same effect by getting your head tattooed, which is actually super cool. I think it's called micropigmentation. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I think it's called that. And I could basically get my scar tattooed, so even when you shave my head, it looks like I have hair there, and you wouldn't really even know that there's a scar. The other way, and this is what the doctor also recommended, was you can get an FUE transplant only for the follicles to transplant into your scar. So where there is a scar, there's no hair growth right now, just like anyone that has a scar. You know, it's essentially skin that's scabbed up and nothing really grows there anymore. It's kind of just like scarred skin. They can actually place hair follicles into your scar, which is actually crazy, and grow, basically making up for the hair that doesn't grow there. So I have some options. I haven't done any of them yet. I do want to do something in the future. I don't know. I'm thinking of the tattoo. I feel like it's easiest and it really makes sense because my hair isn't long there anyways. So why not just try it out? And worst case, in the future, I can do an FUE procedure and it'll all be fine. But basically, the procedure went great. We went home, 2 weeks of growth before I got my stitches removed. And I will show you a picture of actually what it looks like of my hair right after the procedure. This is like a couple weeks after. So the hair grew and it's like a little bit. It's like I had 2 different types of hair. I had long hair in the back and short hair in the front. Also, wait till the end of this video to see the before and after, the full before and after, and I will give you the reveal of what my head looks like now, okay? Because I know y'all are curious, obviously. This is the main part of the video, why you are here today. So get ready for the reveal. I'm gonna do that in a minute, okay? This is such a huge asked question because I know a lot of y'all still see my hair, okay? And someone commented, it's not the procedure, okay, that was not bad, but like that didn't fill it in. It's every procedure, you only get about 30% density, y'all. So what that means is only 30% see-through. So to get that 100% thick hair, you would need to get 3 procedures. All right, I did 1, and that comes to Malia, I think it is. Thank you for asking this question. Do you plan on doing another hair transplant? I don't know. I really don't know up until now. Like, I do want to, but do I also want to go through that whole thing again? And will I get a bigger scar? Will I get another scar? I honestly don't want another scar. I don't hate my scar now, but like, I don't know. It was definitely a long process to go through. Definitely worth it for me, I'm not even gonna lie, but I don't know. Maybe in the future, okay? I'm just more busy on, like, we're in the process of building our house and growing, and we want to start a family soon, so I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind, but for now, I'm kind of chilling with where I'm at. How long after the surgery did your hair take to grow back out? Ashley, thank you for asking this question. It took, I would say, 8 months. A full year to like start styling it in with the rest of my hair, but I would say like 6 to 8 months. After the 6-month mark, and I'll show you photos, this is actually a 6-month mark. My hair is funny because as it grows, my long hair in the back and my short hair in the front, I think after 6 months, my hair was like, you know, a good chunk. It was like, you know, about maybe 1.5 inches. It actually was growing like pretty quick. You never really shave your head, right? A lot of people don't, so never really got to see how fast hair actually grows on me. So right now, I guess, I don't know if I'm gonna count this as hate or I'm gonna count this as being mean, or you're generally just gonna ask a question. Someone said, when are you gonna get your refund? So I'm gonna take that as you think it didn't work, okay? Do I wait to show you the before and after? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you right now a before picture of my head and an after picture of my head, okay? And for everybody wondering, should you get a refund, if anybody is? I know there's one person because one person asked it on here, and I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not annoyed that you asked that, but I do want you to know, if you don't, what my hair looked like before versus what it looks like after. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Here is the before and here is the after. Tell me right now, do you think I need a refund? Do you think the procedure did not do anything? Do you think I did it for no reason or I spent the money for no reason? Before, no hair, right? Receding, and this was 2 years ago, so my hair only would have gotten worse by now. After, super night and day difference. I honestly, after seeing that picture, hope nobody questions if I should get a refund or not, or if it worked. Because go back to that photo, look at that photo. I'm telling you right now, that is insane. Like, once you see the before and after, it is absolutely insane the difference that this procedure did. It was life-changing. Honestly, it made me more confident. It changed my life in so many ways. And I honestly want y'all to know, I think this procedure was one of the best decisions I have ever made, regardless of what anybody thinks. And trust me, I know a lot of you may have not seen our videos or may have not seen the pictures of my head before and after, but please comment down below what you think about those results, because to me, that is insane. That surgery, like, somebody found out that you can take hair and make your hair look like that through an 8-hour surgery. By the way, if that answers anyone's questions, the surgery was about 8 hours from start to finish. 6 hours in the room and, like, you know, an hour before and after with pictures and results and shaving and all that. So you can't argue with results, y'all. That's not edited, that's nothing. That is literally a like year different picture. Like 1 year after the hair transplant, that's what that picture was. So, I can't get over it. I'm so happy. I love it so much. I'm still gonna show you by the end of this video. I'm gonna do the whole reveal and show y'all right now. But like, that's how my head is, and I would never not do it again. If I can go back, I would do it 1,000 times again. So Dogs Are Better asked, did you enjoy the process? Thank you for the question. I actually genuinely did enjoy the process. I enjoyed seeing the process unfold, the hair growth, the difference between then and now. And honestly, it grew me as a person and made me like experience so many more things. And I can have so many more conversations with people around hair. Like, that process, I don't think y'all understand. Like, we were not only like so happy to make a whole document of videos, of short form videos and long form videos of updates and taking care of my procedure and how I was. Like, we have so many videos around my hair transplant that we've done over the past 2 years, which honestly, like, I hope that was able to help out a lot of you. Like, we posted that just to show y'all that people do this. This is a real thing. Like, this is a real problem. This is a real insecurity that people have. And whether you want to do it or when you not want to do it, like, this is a lifelong thing that people have to live with. either going through getting bullied about it or going through procedures and not knowing what to do or when to do it, I am living proof that that worked. Okay, so that is the main reason why we wanted to do it. But also like the amount of conversations I've had with people regarding my hair transplant, like I was able to bond with so many people, just like, you know, random people and friends, and so many people found it fascinating and asked me questions, and it stirred up a lot of just positive things. So like in reality, I'm so happy I did it, and I don't regret any aspect of that at all. If anything, it just made my life 10 times better. I think I already answered this, how long was the recovery, or maybe I didn't, but I would say the recovery obviously process is like the growth and everything, but I would say the main thing was 2 weeks, all right? Because after 2 weeks, you get your sutures out. It's the stitches, they call them sutures. You get your sutures out and you feel amazing. You could sleep normal, no irritation, no nothing, but it was 2 weeks, 1 week of very annoying, you have to sleep sitting up. I don't know if y'all knew that. I had to sleep with like one of them airplane pillows on, like this, on the couch, sitting up. I couldn't go this way because my hair's cut, my back's cut, you know, I have stitches all around, couldn't go this way, and I can't lean forward because all this is tender. I had to live in a ponytail for like 2 weeks. That's why a lot of these pictures you see that I'm in a ponytail, or a lot of our old TikToks, or a lot of our old YouTube videos when we used to film those, I'm in a ponytail because I couldn't let my hair, you know, touch and mess up anything, and I had to wash it with baby shampoo and be very careful. So 2 weeks of definite recovery. It was only like 4 days to a week of like hard recovery when it came to like just bad sleep. No pain really, because they give you pain meds and everything, but definitely like a lot of itchiness after the first week was over. Into the second week, a lot of itchiness until they took those stitches out. And the thing that stink is you can't like really like hardcore wash your head at all or get a haircut for 2 weeks after the procedure. So it was very hard, but after I got my haircut, I felt so good, and you know, the growth was just starting after that. And I guess that could also like, you know, count in the question, was the process painful? Honestly, the process was not painful at all, and it honestly like surprised me, because like I said, they give you meds, they run down a sheet before and after the procedure. They give you exactly what to do, when to do it, a day after, 2 days after, 3 days after. Each day had its own thing of what to expect, what exactly to do, what times to take your meds, what times to shower, how many times to shower. Like it ran down everything you have to do, massaging your scalp the right way, like literally from A to Z, like it ran through everything. So you didn't have to worry about anything popping up or any pain popping up. You already knew what was gonna happen. I'll honestly be honest, the most painful part was when they were numbing my head. They had to numb my head all the way around, and it numbs your head from here up so you can't feel anything going on. Okay, so it wasn't painful at all when it came to them cutting open my head and stuff. And the most painful part is like a little needle going in about 100 times around my head. I swear, it was probably like realistically 30 times, but it felt like 100 times. So they held my head and they poked my head a couple times and waited about 20 minutes for my head to numb up, but I couldn't feel anything after those initial things. They gave me a stress ball to squeeze when they were poking my head, but realistically I was playing the tough guy, and I was just sitting there like, oh, I'm not gonna show them that I'm weak. And I was just like, you know, deep down it kind of pinched a little bit, like a little like slight bee sting every time. It was like, oh. But other than that, that only lasted maybe like 5 minutes of stuff for a lifetime of results. So it was worth it. How many stitches do you get? This is a really good question, Maggie, because I personally don't know, and I don't want to show y'all pictures of my stitches. I just don't want to like creep anyone out, because I do look like Frankenstein, and it does look like it hurt, okay? But it didn't hurt, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'll show you a picture of my stitches, and if you don't like stitches, skip forward, okay? I promise you it did not hurt, and it looks way worse than it is. I'm just gonna show it for just a couple seconds, but I'm gonna show it right now. So if you want, skip the video right now. But this is what my head looks like. Like I said, I only wanted to show it for a couple seconds, but you can pause it and go back. But that is what my stitches look like. I would say, if I had to guess, maybe 20, 10 on each side, maybe 40 stitches, 30 stitches, something like that. It wasn't like crazy, but it was a lot of area to cover. Like I said, it was from here all the way around my head, so it was a lot. All right, y'all, I think we're getting to that time of the video. I'm gonna try to answer one more question for y'all, and then I'm gonna show you my hair update now. And I honestly have a huge update that I've been noticing over the past couple, I'd say months. I'm gonna answer one more question. I wouldn't say this is mean, because it's how I style my hair. I know a lot of people think it. Why does it look like you have a toupee? All right, and if you don't know what toupee is, or you know, a lot of people don't even say toupee. It's just like, why does it look like you're wearing like a little wig? Okay, a toupee is like a little wig, right? Because my hair, like, you know, it all goes down forward. So it's like, oh, why does it look like, it looks almost fake? I don't know. That's just how I've been styling my hair. I don't love it personally. Like, I love it. Okay, I love it. But if it was my decision, I'd have that, that James Bond, slick back, good short hair look. I just feel like I don't have the head for it or the hair for it. I still have like a decent sized forehead. I'm not insecure about my forehead anymore, that is, okay? Because I've been so open about talking about it ever since I've had this procedure, but I don't know. This is how I always style my hair. I wish I can go to a stylist, or I wish I can find a procedure to make my hair better, okay? And if you guys have any recommendations, please feel free to comment them down below. Like I said, before I show you it right now, I'm done answering questions. Thank you for everybody that did ask questions, because that was freaking awesome. I love all your support. But I don't know, I have things that I want better with my head, but I actually am super happy and satisfied. So throughout the next things I'm about to tell you, do not think anything but I would do this procedure 1,000 times over again. As you saw the before and after, you can't beat the results. Like, it has been literally life-changing, okay? All right, are you ready to see what my hair looks like now? And I want y'all to take note of the density. That is the only thing that I will say, all right? This is where I'm at now, all right? All right, so this is where I'm at now. So you can see my hairline is super awesome. I'll try slicking it to the side for you. All right, so as you can see, my hairline is super awesome. I still have hair. It's hard for me to see myself right now, but you can see it's there. And I didn't have any of this before. Obviously it, when slicked back, it was terrible. So look at me, like I look like I still have hair. I look awesome, and I love the results. The only thing I have noticed is, I don't think you guys realize, my hair was receding bad, right? And if I kept it on the process it was going, it would just keep receding and nothing would get better. So I had all this hair implanted in the front right here, right? That doesn't take away from the fact that my head was still receding and my hair was still, you can call it thinning out. I have super thin hair, and the one thing I've noticed over the past couple months is my hair getting thinner, because I am still losing hair, if that makes sense. But all the hair that they implanted will be there for life. So everything you see right now, all the hair that's here right now, and I mean, this is just, it's awesome because I never had hair. Like, I never had hair. You can see the density needs to get better, okay? The density needs to get more full, okay? If I pull away spots, you can see that, it's definitely there, but it needs to get more thick, essentially. That is what I've been dealing with now. It's just the thickness of it. And this is basically how I style my hair every day. I'll literally put it up like this. Like, my hair doesn't look bad, okay? My hair really doesn't. It looks freaking awesome, but I just throw it forward like this because to me, it's easier to throw it forward than worrying about styling it. I don't really care about styling my hair. If I had more of it, maybe I would. But ever since I seen that comment on TikTok about it's not the procedure, it's the density that matters. The procedure can give you all the hair that you want, but each procedure is only going to give you 30% more density. So no matter what, I just don't have enough density in my head right now. This rolls back, before I end the video, this rolls back to the question, will I get another one? I don't know. Now that I'm looking at my hair now, I would love to get another one. And honestly, if I did get another one, it would make my hair look 10 times better. It would fill in, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but if I do this, you might see through some of the spots, see through, because the density, it's just not enough hair. It's just not enough hair there. My hair is super thin. It's not thick. So will I get another procedure? I've been debating it, but I will fill y'all in more in the future as I, think more about it. At the end of the day, I wanted to do this 2-year updated video to show you that this has been the biggest, best thing I've ever done in my life, other than marrying that girl. I fully recommend it for people that are struggling out there, just as I was. It's a huge thing to do, and you got to take a lot of criticism from both sides. People are gonna say what they want and do what they want, and I know I really haven't opened up about this in a long time, but the bad comments, they don't affect me, because I don't think anybody realizes that says those bad comments that the before and the after, like, they're two different people, they're two different heads, and it's literally just so amazing amazing how this changed my life and the confidence that it's given me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is a little different because I never really get personal like this for y'all, but if you did, leave a comment down below. Maybe some of your experiences, what you're going through, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Once again, thank y'all so much for watching this video, and Mariah and I will see you in the next one, but until then, peace. Love you guys.